Good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing? Good morning, Becca, Ralph, Safe. Good morning. All right, so let's take a quick look. Price action. The opening range is a little bit tighter today. It's 49 to 90. And that's the mids of the opening range. So we're right at it right now. Taking a look at this, a break above 49.50 will trigger a lot of stop runs, and the same thing under 890. The interesting part that Safe kind of pointed to is we got this six-prong captain setup short that we were suspicious of, right? And rightfully so. And right now, I mean, what they want to do, they want to drop it lower. They're not going to drop nothing. There you go. And they're running it up right now. So the market is in sync on the long side. We have a swing trade target of 77. Let's take a quick look at the bigger picture. So the massive, out of control buy in this market channel. Now the channel is a sideways channel with a high around at 30,000. Okay. Some traders would look at this and say it's a bullish flag, similar to bullish flag consolidation with a long bias. If we break, let's go back to it. If we break under the 800, we will get selling pressure. We break above 30,000. I think he'll get a little bit of momentum, but it's going to be very prone for correction. Man. Market is moving higher to the top end of that range, going to target 977. We got 1 minute to the cash market open. We're trading at 85 right now. So there's a little bit of delay going on here. Trading 65s. Testing harmony zone number 1. The longs are in charge. There's a captain set up short on the 200, 100 and a captain set up short on the 50. So I mean, we're thinking they're gonna come in there and bounce this thing up. I mean, push the market down here. I mean, that's a double signal, be honest with you. I mean, that you would expect a bit of a push. But again, the market is so strong that we're very reluctant to kind of overcommit to the short side right now. Yeah, look at that. Good for them. See that? See that trickery? That's called trickery. $72. Where are we at here? 90s. Yeah, the 70s about to come through. I know there's a lot of trickery going on, Becca. There's a lot of trickery going on. Let's give them a little bit of time. Let them shake people out. We're at the top end of that channel. The expectation here is a target of 30,027. But again, we're coming to an area where the market can really start being top heavy. We don't see that yet, but that's the area where it would happen. Good morning, James. Good morning. Man, this thing is a rocket star. Going. Market is long. That's a big move. Market is in sync on the short side, right? We're trading at 40. Yep. 940. That's a massive move. And look where we are location-wise, right? That's what we're talking about. We're at the top end of that range. The market just kind of got top heavy, and it showed us it's top heavy. Hey, Marty. Hey, Adam. They're pushing here. Look at these bastards. Okay. They're not making it easy. We're testing harmony zone number 2 at the top end of that range. So look at what we've done here. We came in right into the mids of the opening range. Actually, it's right here. So that is something that 20 to 40 range. As long as the market keeps holding on to this, the longs are in charge. You break that level here below 920, you're gonna start migrating toward the 880, and a break and a hold will switch the personality of the market on a big way, in a big way. Market is back in sync. Once the market slows down a little bit, I'll share with you guys something I worked on yesterday. It's kind of interesting. Looky. Yeah, flip that bad boy. So you're looking here, and it's happening quick. Top end of that range, and they're running stops. So what do they do with the stops once they run them? They sell them off. 948. I mean, they at least consolidating here. Man, this thing is taking trades left, right, and center. This auto. Wild West. Yeah, so it's taking a bunch of trades overnight. Taking a few stops along the way. Let me see where we at. Trades. I thought I just took a stop. Yeah, that's the stop that I took. Then I took a profit. Okay. All right, not bad so far. Not bad so far. Let's just keep working. Yeah, that's the long it took. Took a stop right here. Then now that took the long for a nice profit. market, captain setup short on the 100 NT wrinkle. What's the expectation here? I mean, you got a 6 prong captain setup. They failed it into a captain setup short. Was a one candle, then it pumped it up. This one has a high wick, so the expectation is to see really a break under 980, and they're just that's a push that could trigger short covering because that's a little bit too deep. Yeah, look at that. Like stuff like that, you would trust. Typical market, you trust it for a continuation, and you're just not getting that continuation. So that tells you this market is very trappy. All right, all right, all right. So this thing is just waiting for a fill up here at 54. We'll see if it gets there. It should, because you got a captain setup plus a candle. So it should, here we go. All right. That's another winner. Man, I should just be running this bad boy. Yeah, that's this one. Interesting. Market is in sync. I mean, so here we go. I mean, we were talking about this captain setup. It's like, man, we got to be careful of this stuff. And here you go. You got yourself an actual switch trade right here. A break under 26 and a quarter is another captain setup. And you got yourself a potential reversal. But right now, the market is in sync on the long side with at the top end of the ORB range. And that's an area where the market had some resistance. We're still looking for a pullback as a buying opportunity. Well, I tell you one thing, man. Trying to get short this market is just not the way to go. Like here comes the captain setup on the 50. While we're speaking about that, and boom, they 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 flush the thing so quickly. Trading 22.32. Oh 06. We're testing harmony zone number 2 here. I'll tell you one thing. I mean, that's just about the only captain setup that actually kind of worked. This one failed. This one worked. This one definitely did not produce. So you're starting to see a behavior and a reaction to it. But look where we at. We're at the top end of that channel. We tried to test and came back and they bought it. They trade at 72, then 972. Then we have a good chance at getting to 900. But they gotta close that candle. So yeah, let it request reference. Yeah, the market is out of sync here. Testing harmony zone number. Yeah, 9 o'clock we'll talk. Okay. That's in harmony zone number 2. There's actually a more significant pressure coming through this market. We start breaking anything under 77 and a quarter, that would be problematic for the longs. I think we'll start seeing the 50s and lower. Okay, well, that's interesting. What, we're supposed to be buying this in the face of this captain setup? I'm gonna be a bit more more careful with this market. That's for damn sure. See how they pulled it back in the neutral zone. So they're playing games with people here. So I'm going to show you this very quickly. This is something that I worked on yesterday, and you're going to find it interesting. Um, it's a Harmony manual trade lock. Okay, no new trades, short trades. Oh, geez. Okay, look at that. Holy crap. Okay, so the market is short right here. But what this is something I built up yesterday. Quoted. Hold on. This is some crazy ass stuff. No, James. I shifted it to the 50. I mean, yeah, the 50-25, because you are not the only one that thought it was just too fast, especially in this market. So I put it on the 50 so we could see the bigger picture. Yeah, so makes sense. I still have the 20 on my bigger screen, but I'm focused on the bigger moves right now, especially with this hyper fast market. Yeah. Well, I mean, here you go. Seems to work out for you too. Um, so back to this very quickly. So yesterday, I looked at my trades, where I make money and where I lose money, and it turns out, well, I mean, it's not like I didn't know that before, but it was a confirmation of that every time I go against the harmony between the 200 and the 100, and start getting active in that direction. We have a trade on the auto. I mean, that's where it's at right here. Look at that. It took this 10 and a half, and it's looking for the 75. Well, it doesn't look like it's gonna hit it. Looks like it's probably gonna get stopped out. But the stop is up there at 83. Well, here we go. I have two conversations going on here, but I just noticed that 75 is that target. It should hit it. We'll see. All right. So that Harmony manual trade lock, it was like, okay, man. I mean, every time I go against the 200 and the 100, my P&L struggles, and I start taking a little bit of heat and a drawdown. And I'm just getting sick and tired of it, to be honest with you. But the problem is that when the market is about to turn, the market is out of sync, and there are some great opportunities. But over hundreds and thousands of trades, that spot in trading is problematic. So I was like, screw it. I'm going to just code in um, a block that I can check that I basically every time I try to go against the harmony of the 200 and the 100, for example, right now, you have a run up, but the 100 is short. Here we go. It blocks me from sending any orders. So I could try to send it. I could click all day long. Nothing will go out. It will just deny my order. So this way, if I go against the best practices of the system, I have an automatic block that stops me. Yeah, so that one, look at that bastard. I mean, they came and stopped it out. I mean, we got so close, 75. I was away by 5 points from that target. There you go. So now since the market got back in sync, it authorized me only to go long on pullbacks. And if the market gets out of sync, it will literally gray out everything. And here, so I can't even send an order. Like, look, I cannot go short right now. If I try to send orders, it tells me blocked. So if I try to get cute, I try to go against the system. If I see something, that looks like it could be a good trade, the actual system will literally tell me no. You're not taking it. Is it 9 o'clock? Yeah, I took another stop on that one. Long here, it actually gave us like a 10 or 15 point profit, and boom, stopped us out. So the market is getting a little bit choppy here. The market is out of sync, but we have something big brewing. And that thing that's brewing is 75.75. We close under that. I'm going to be looking for rallies as a shorting opportunity. I'm not just going to get short into anything, but I'll definitely be looking for rallies as a shorting opportunity with targets. It looks like it's top heavy, to be honest with you. Here we go. That's it right there. Give me a rally, baby. I mean, they may not even give us a rally. That's the problem. I mean, they will probably go test the 30,000 and just trying to shake some people out. But I'm definitely looking for shorts right here. Target is 52, and we're just dancing around it. Here we go. They hit it. Okay, next target, 27 and a quarter. Yeah, they're not going to give you any room. Good Lord, look at that. 902, next target. I mean, that captain set up short on the 200 is gold. That's the problem, though. I mean, where you get in there, I mean, they're just not giving you any room. They're just selling. I mean, the only spot I would have thought, which would be super aggressive, is 975. but that means that you have to withstand 25, 30, 40 point bounce in order to see where you're at in that trade. And just too much room in this type of market. Go to 960. Let's see what we got. Captain set up short. I mean, that's something. On the 50. Oh, I'm definitely waiting here. I mean, if they go one more down, one more time, if they close lower, just one more time here, I'll play. Go to 960. I want to see. Okay, here we go. 960. Yeah, it's not letting me. Okay. 960. They sell this candle down, I'll jump in. I'll take a chance. Here we go. Here we go. Come on, baby. Push. Ah, I took $1,000 out of it. Call me a chicken. I should be holding on to it a little bit longer. We have a target at 25. I mean, hindsight now, I look good, but I didn't realize I was putting 2 contracts at a time, so I had 4. Oh, Jesus, look at that. Yeah, this is wild. Take your money, man. Take your money. I'm glad I took my money. So the market is in sync on the long side here, and then you're running into this big captain setup short, which is the 200. So there's a lot of crosswind in this market, and it's leading to very nervous action and stop runs on both sides of the market at the top end of the range. Here we go. So I have a trade going on this auto. I mean, let's see if that one worked. The last 2 got stopped out. So we have a 69 and we have a target of 04. There's a bunch of stop runs right here. But 04 is a little bit tough because that's just really above the whole number. But that's how it worked out. Let's see if it... Oh, wow. Okay, there you go. That's a profit. All right, let's see if we can find an entry in this market here. Yeah, that's a hold number. We're gonna hold off. Trying to get long in this area. around the whole number. I mean, I was in it from 60 something, 69. That's okay. Trying to be long up here is a little bit riskier. How's everybody doing, by the way? Where we at? Here we go, James. Good job, buddy. What were you doing? You're long, short. What is cooking? Yeah, look at that. Okay. Let them pull this bad boy back a little bit here. We'll see. As long as harmony zone number one is holding, I just don't want to put a trade around a whole number. Playing the harmony waves or the waves. Yep. Now that's better. That's better. That's a switch trade. We got a target of 27 anyway. Next target is 52. Okay, we got another entry here at that 94. Okay, 94. We should be going up above the 10. Really? Yeah. I mean that they had to kind of make it happen right here. Yeah, that stopped. Testing harmony zone number 2. It's brutal, I know, bro. I mean, they're just a whole lot of waves. Yeah, like right here. Look at this crap. Came stop me out right there, and boom. This one paid. This one stopped. This one stopped. This one stopped. Paid. Stopped. Paid. Oh, this one is a stop. Paid. We'll see. We'll see. So what are they doing up here? I mean, they go up here, close over the 200. I mean, over the 2. Yeah. They need to pull back here. Nope. Well, the balance on that, I mean, I don't know. Let me see. Let me see. I think it's up. Let me see here. And these are all trades that our system took. It's not like a back test of anything. It's 10 grand in the past couple of days. That's when I activated it. Hold on. Yeah, I took like 3 stops in a row here, but 700 and this one. I think the equity high was 11,280, and that's just one contract. 31 trades, and it's from yesterday was a big day. Today is not too shabby, 2,800. We'll see. All right, so what is this doing here? All right, so there's a little bit of choppiness. Okay, let's look for pullbacks. There's a potential for a run here against that 90s. As long as the 90s hold, well, look at, jeez. When they swipe the levels, I mean, they do swipe them, don't they? Come on. That's a little bit risky, but whatever. It's a 20-point stop. Yeah, it's a little bit risky in this environment because I'm taking on a break. Yeah. Go, go, go. I'm gonna go ahead and take a small stop of 7 points. I may be getting out too early, but I didn't really truly like my entry. My entry at a minimum needed to be in the 13 to the 10. Yeah. So I was susceptible for that, especially in this market. So if it didn't go and just go, you know, I I needed to kind of just reevaluate. So like right here is a better choice at O2. The market is still in sync, but we're running into this captain setup short on the 200. So we took the short there with 4 contracts, made about 1,300. We took a stop here with 1 contract. for 7 points. We need to get a couple of good trades and call it. I mean, this kind of market it's called it's a meat grinder. It will literally ground your account if you're not paying attention. Because you're really not making any significant moves, you're just dancing in the same spot. I mean, look at that. That's just a perfect example. You're just going to the neutral zone, bouncing back above it, coming back in. So between the neutral zone and harmony zone number one, I mean, we could see the stop runs and how they're handling them, but you're not catching a direction and holding on to it. So an environment like this, especially against this captain setup, I need a resolution. I need a market that will give me one of two things and make it very clear. All right, so that's adjusted. This is the captain setup with the top end of that range. You either break that range for the longs above 87, or you come back down to 64. You break 64. The market is in sync on the short side, and we'll start looking in that direction. But on a scalping basis, only considering that the market overall is strong. So right here, they're putting a captain setup. Like in a different environment, we will be all over something like that, saying, hey, listen, that's a short behavior, which it is. It is a short behavior. So that could be the catalyst for the 60s showing up. But I'm not going to go ahead of it. I cannot go ahead of the 200 and the 100. I'll let them flush sell, which they're about to. Here it comes. Yeah, the market. Here you go. Wow. All right. That's the direction we're taking. $70. Target is 927. Here you go. Testing harmony zone number. Here we go. Okay. Let's see if we can find an entry. I mean, they gave us a little bit. I mean, they gave us that trigger trade short at that 58. How's everybody doing? Becca, any trades? Adam, Sheila, Marty, Ralph, where you at, Ralph? Are you good? Liquidity, where you at, buddy? Marty is down a little bit. Okay, you could get back from that one in no time. You got this, man. It's a rough opening market here. Yeah, here we go. Target is hit. 902 is our next target. Up 500, 600, and 2 PAs. Blue all evals and 1 PA. Ooh. Ralph is waiting. Okay. All right, so what do we make out of this structure? We're back into the midst of the opening range, which is a place where the buyers can step back in. And we have a double bottom behavior that could start coming in. So they could flush it and then pull it right back up. So that's kind of what we're looking for. 902 is ultimately the target, which they decided that's what they want to do. Okay, that's fine. I'm looking for rallies to short into because the market is tipping its hand in this channel. And that's what we're looking for, the captain setup. We looked for this part to come back into that 60, 64, now 51. Now you're heading to the bottom end of this channel. And that's where the longs need to fight for their life. We have a target of 877. We'll reevaluate this market if we break anything over 52. We have an entry at 35 on a... Here we go. We hit it. Let's see if we respond to it. Nope. Well, yeah, it's not letting me actually. Okay. Let's take a look here. Yep, look at that. That's a stop. Harmony zone number 2 retest at the top end of it. When the market gets to this level, it's 2 out of 10. It's an 80% chance that the market will close at 977 and 20% chance that the market will retrace from 62 all the way down to 877. So there's a higher chance that we will close 977 than actually a complete retracement lower. So that just almost like a threshold for this market where they're at right now. Here you go. Never. I'm just joking, Adam. What I'm gonna be doing, I'll be developing a report. I'm gonna call it the Nasdaq Harmony Report, and in that report, it's gonna have levels, it's gonna have a speed, it's gonna have setups, not necessarily setups, but like, okay, we have volatility. What's the average volatility in the market? What's the average ATR in the market? What things are working? What things are not working? Things that we need to be, so basically a comprehensive report that will include this data in it. Like, hey, listen, Harmony zone number 1 has above 50% chance of if you hit Harmony zone number 1 on a first touch basis, that you will actually get to a 30-point profit before you get to 24 5-point stop. Then I'll give you the most current data on that. So that's kind of the research that I'm doing, and I'm just gonna have to put it in a report and make it something that's available to you guys. So this way you have a greater deal of confidence in what's working and what's currently working, because the market goes through different phases, right? like we go through phases where the market, the harmony zone number two is performing very well. But that's overall a 20% behavior. It just happens that it went from 20% to 50%. It's good to know that the percentages are migrating toward that, because then we'll take more of those type of trades because they have a very low risk controls. Like you get anywhere here, your stop is 902, and then you're looking at 30,002. You're risking 20 points, 25 points max, and you're making 75 and 90 points. So, but harmony zone number two is getting tested. $901 or 902 is a switch trade, so that is very negative behavior. The looking for rallies to short into the market. We should be getting a rally soon here. No. We're at the bottom end of the channel, so just kind of be careful here. At the bottom end of that channel, we had a captain setup. We have a retest of that into a switch trade into the bottom end of the channel. Well, let's see if they get to that 10. $582 is our target. All right, David, good job, man. You just got to keep doing it. Market is in sync on the short side. Let's see if we can find. Wow. Potential captain set up long. I think we're going to get it right here. So here comes the rally. This is an area where the market can just bounce up to that 906 and retest 906 910. We have, I think this is going to be like an accumulation area for the market. Just remember that they're trying to break. Here they come with it. Oh Lord, here we go. 9. We should be getting to the 910. Yeah. Here we go. Coming up with it. I'm gonna go 910. Just one contract, and I'm gonna take a scalp. So it's gonna run up into it and probably drop under 900, and I'll take that formation, or I get stopped out. But I think I should be okay. We'll see. Come on, here we go. Get it, get it, get it, get it. If they flush under 900, I'm not. Nah, we're not playing. You can't do that to me. You can't do that to me. That's exactly what I was looking for. They're not gonna film me. I'm not gonna chase it. I mean, look, literally, I think they hit my order like maybe once or twice, not filled. Yeah, I mean, the second time around after almost hitting that, I'm not taking that one, but it could still work. Like right now, here we go. I mean, you drop under 900. Yep, 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 and you cover. So that's the 15 pointers right there. But, I'm not playing that game. Either you hit me from the first touch or I'm not playing. The auto system took it. Like, look at that. I mean, because the auto system does not have that distinction in it yet. But it should hit that target. Here we go. Boom. You got filled on the 10? I'm not teasing anything. Marty, what did you say about you got 10 points where? Off that 10 into that target? Target 827. So surprisingly, from looking at the data, harmony zone number one, a reaction off of it has about 51% chance of closing the next big swing target. So a reaction off of it that sticks is typically have a above average return, and a 20-point stop to basically 50-point target. So that's why you really kind of have to look at harmony zone number one a little bit closer for these type of trades that Marty took. The one that I was talking about. It's just like, you know. Well, Becca, have a wonderful Botox day. Let's go. That's good money right there with this move. 500 bucks on 10 PAs. It's excellent. All right, let's keep playing. I have a sense of you have a sense of humor. What happened here? Yes, I said that we have a very talented trader with us here, Becca. She made $500 per account, 10 accounts, and she's gonna spend her money at a Botox party. That's her words, not mine. See, Becca, they're making fun of me here over at YouTube. Oh yeah. Well, see, aging is more expensive, so I say, Becca, rock on. Let's go. I'm not getting I'm not getting a Botox. That's Becca is. I'm beyond help. Botox would not fix what I got. I just have to live with it. Here we come again with a trade at that 60. So let's see how this one is gonna work out. I don't know. It may just look at it. Just took it, but you know that the target is at the flush, which makes it really kind of hard. Like I should be able to go break even, but I just you can't. Like you have to kind of give it the chance to get that big target, because if it gets close and then come back in, you're missing on a trade by going break even. I mean, look how much that retraced. Yeah, look at that. You take a stop, you take a stop. Those are the ones that suck the most. You're so close, and like if you're running an auto trader and this happens, I think it's gonna take all the willpower in the world to get you not to click that flatten button. You really have to kind of to accept. We'll see. I mean, we know the prices. 60, 83 is a stop, 25 is a target. They're gonna dance around this bad boy. Yeah, I doubt it, James. Some people are beyond help. Yeah, I think this one's gonna stop. Yep. Well, say that 10 times. Oh, baby, we may get lucky. Or maybe not. Ah, look at that. Like, like I have to think about the logic of this. Like, if you try one, two, three times to break to target doesn't, then that system gotta go break even. So now here we go again. So what's happening is the averages are compressing, which is telling me that the market is really kind of consolidating here more than making a move. So bigger targets are harder to find in that environment. So when that happens, the auto needs to exit. So James, uh, I cannot say it's ready for prime time yet. I mean, this is not something I'm offering out there anyway right now, but I'm sharing my experience of developing one as we are working together and watching this together. And what I'm going to be doing is looking at so it's a process that goes from an idea to data collection to analyzing to machine learning. Uh, so we're in the phase of data collection. See that? So that one gave you almost target and came back and stopped. So like if I go in and see a tough market, because today is ultimately a tough market. Like obviously, yesterday was a lot easier, right? Let me see here. All right. So this thing is going from 11.2 to 9.5, and it's taking a sequence of stops. But the problem, the good part, if you look at the MAE, excuse me, MFE, you'll see that a lot of these stops, like look, that one made 600, that one made 600 and stopped you. That one was an immediate 100 stop, 300. So there is a common denominator between them where the logic needs to adjust 620 before it stops you. Almost hit target because my target is 700. 300, 640 before it stops you. So every single stop that you see here actually got super close to the big money. It just didn't get there. So that means when I collect all that data, I'll I'll ask the machine learning algorithm, hey, listen, give me the best scenario, and considering MAE, MFE, where are the sweet spot for a slow congested market, because that's when a strategy like this would be the most difficult. So then if I adjust that to the hardest environment, then in a good environment, it's just going to outperform. Yep. A ton more is coming too. All right, so what is this market doing? Flash sold and now rechallenging the channel. And then we're going to have to go into retesting this zone right here. So it's going to be a back and forth market. They're going to probably take it to 927. That's problematic. That's a little bit deeper of a pullback. We're gonna probably get a little bit more selling pressure coming in here. There's an order to get in at 69, but we'll see. Yeah. 69. Yep. All right, let's see what we're gonna do with this market, because it is just super choppy, bro. This is not. To be expected, be honest with you. If I ever want to know when should I expect consolidation, it's always, like 90% of the time, it's after a major move. And we could look at this and say, oh yeah, that's a major move. I mean, be honest with you, look at that. I mean, how many people got short in this one, including me? You know, the only trades I took was like trying to fade short here. I mean, but I did it in such a precise way. I didn't get hurt. I made a little bit of money, but ultimately, this is a market that was just on fire. So the expectation is to see a channel and to see consolidation and to see traps the following day. Now you have something important: two switch trades in a row. As long as we protect 903, we should be heading to 800, from 800 to 700 on a flush. Um, and we'll see that. But the price that the market needs to protect is 902. Be honest with you, I think the AI is tired tired of dealing with me. I spend hours and hours and hours, you know, prompting and coding and all that stuff, and oh Jesus, look at that short. The AI is like, leave me the f alone, bro. We're at the eighth hour, and you're just like that indicator. Okay, so yeah, see that switch trade, man, that was just beautiful. That's just beautiful. Into uh, 777. That's the Vegas number for you. That's the next target. So that in this indicator right there, I built yesterday. So and literally, what it does, I mean, like I said, it just stops me from going against the system on any other idea but the system idea. And that just was one of the things that I think we all struggle with, because the market is so deceptive at um, showing you things that it looks like it's close to your best idea, and it then screws you over. And that's where I tend to lose the most amount of money. And yesterday I was like, man, I'm gonna just code this, and that took me about 8 hours to do. And it still have few bugs that I'm working through, but for the most part, it just works, and it blocks me. Like, let's assume I get cute, and all of a sudden I wanna change these parameters of the market in harmony, market in sync. So those are my conditions. So I click on this request to unlock it. It's going to take 10 minutes for it to unlock so I could change the parameters. By then, the market conditions have so changed that whatever I was trying to do on impulse is gone. And that prevents me from being an idiot, because I have that habit of being an idiot sometimes. I mean, be honest with you. Because all I got to do is just follow the damn system. The system will just do just fine. Then you see all of a sudden this up move, and you think the market is about to reverse, and it gives you a switch trade or gives you something else, and it's not perfect. It's just close to perfect. And you say, okay, let me try it. But that's not the system. The system is very precise. Just follow the damn thing. It is a big time, James. Because I I could I could have whatever idea I want to have. And I push that button, the button simply will not respond. It will not send the damn order. So unless the market is in the condition where the statistics are supporting it. And I think that is, to me at least, is an extreme helper. Okay. Yeah, there's a bug here. Here we go. No. All right, the market out of sync. So we hit harmony zone number 2, came back in. Um, so the market is in the neutral zone as long as we continue to protect 61. So here we go back to that statistics. If you hit that level at 862, there's a 80% chance that we will close above 77. But at the same time, there's a 20% chance that this thing will go all the way from this zone down to 777. So we gotta watch what the market does here to figure out which one is happening. The odds are just in favor of that higher level to complete. James, one thing is you could be the most disciplined trader in the world, and you're in front of this machine long enough, you will find out that it's not enough. You have to put mechanisms beyond your control to manage risk in two places. The first one is account level risk controls, where, for example, if you hit a loss of $500, automatically it shuts you down and you cannot place a trade even if you want to. Then at the trade level, you have a mechanism like this, where only if you are trading in the direction of statistics, it will allow you to place a trade. Then at the emotional level, where you are prepping yourself in the morning to do one thing, which is to not circumvent any of the first two controls. So those three levels gives you a chance. Because if you just sit here discretionary without these self-controls, you will implode. It's just a matter of time. And take it from somebody that been there. Let me ask you a question, James. Do you think institutions trade with intuition or with math? They have a room worth, full of quants. They have a room full of quants that are sitting there running math models, different models, taking taking statistical probabilities of human behavior and program it into algorithm that trades. And they beat the snot out of everybody on a daily basis. They're not trading with intuition. That's for the retail clients to think that that's how to beat the game. So think in those terms. See, now after I pushed that button, it finally unlocked it for me to change the parameters. So that was over 10 minutes. Everything in the market has changed since then. So whatever idea I had, compulsive idea I had to maybe I'll move the 100, maybe I'll move the 200, maybe I'll get in there and take that trade. The market has already gone to the next thing, and my impulse to do something stupid is gone with it. How did we do, Ralph? Did the market make sense to you today? %. Okay, that's a 1% in the bag. You add those, and on a daily basis, look where you will be at the end of the year. Good job. Well, stick around. Stick around. So the market is back in sync on the long side. We have a target of 902. I can tell you, James, there's a couple of spots in the market today where I was like, man, I could have taken that trade and it would have worked out. And I can't because it just the market was not in sync. And some of these trades will show up, but in many ways, this idea is freedom to me. I don't have to think in too many ways. I just have to think in one way that I know over time I will be successful. So it stops me from taking marginal trades that from time to time work, but over time it just adds more volatility to my account. So when I see sometimes, you know, like a captain setup up here, for example, and or yeah, something like that. This is a captain setup long. Like whenever you get a captain setup long against the the trend, especially in a spot like that where they ran the stop, like I mean, there is just high probability that this thing is just gonna jump up. So the rule that I have here will block that trade. So I have to sit there and watch that trade and just be okay with it. Because I know I can catch something like this going higher. So can it be frustrating sometimes? A lot less frustrating than seeing a market that's running up and I'm getting cute with it and trying to short it as it goes up higher and higher. I'll tell you that much. And that's the behavior that used to get me all worked up and upside down. So that type of rule would just prevent that from ever happening. And that's the biggest win I can achieve, really. Am I gonna miss some trades? Yes. Yes. But I'm okay with that. As long as I miss the trades that will blow my account. On your own, that's the fallacy of discipline. Is you think you can achieve discipline on your own. You have to force discipline on you. And you have absolutely no choice but to be disciplined. If you leave it to your willpower, your willpower power will crumble during the day. It's just too much stimulation in the market for you to withstand the barrage of emotions that comes at you. It's just, we're not programmed that way. Human beings are not programmed to withstand the emotional cycles that active trading that gives you. So you cannot just say, hey, I want to be disciplined. That's a fallacy. You have to force discipline. I can tell you all about that. Adam can tell you all about that. We got punched in the face too many damn times, right, Adam? It's a learning lesson, but I mean, is it a learning lesson if you keep repeating it? I kept repeating that pattern where, I have the same bug you have, Adam, which is, the market is running up, because majority of the time the market is consolidating. Then you have that one trend day and they're just blasting everybody to the upside and you're looking to short the market and you get blasted with it. So how do I force my discipline? I have to force it into the mechanics of my trading and not leave it to my willpower, because I know I'm going to chicken out. Yeah. Pink cattle prod. Yeah, well, touche. Huh? Uh, so, if anything that you could kind of learn or take with you, James, is spend time taking away discipline from your own hands. Don't put that on you. Put it on the system. Let the system make you disciplined just by brute force, not by a choice. And I think you will feel so a sense of relief once you get that part in. Like, I mean, one of the things I do in the morning, man, I meditate, I go walk, you know, I do all these affirmations, all of it for the purpose of, hey, listen, don't do stupid shit. Don't do stupid shit. Then you go to the market and you do stupid shit. I was like, okay, well, all this meditation, I'm money, all that stuff ain't doing you nothing. You gotta literally stop yourself from doing stupid shit. Don't leave it to you. You're gonna do stupid shit. If I tell you half of the stuff that I did, you think I'm crazy. I literally would. I had an experiment where I would literally um, lower my. I know you're gonna think I'm an idiot, but lower my screen, and I'll be laying down, facing the monitor, but I'm almost like in a bed, a 45-degree angle, lowering down, with the idea that, hey, listen, I'm gonna get more blood in my head because I'm tilted down to where I make better decisions. Yeah, we got there. Did that work? No, because I fell asleep half of the time when I did that. But you start experimenting, trying to get you to do the right thing, and you just, or get a headache. Yeah. Just, but all of it for the purpose of, can I get discipline? Can I get this? Oh, Jesus Christ! Look at this. I mean, the motion on the short side are just very strong, guys. Let's just focus on trading here. I mean, all this talk is fun, but we're here to make money. We made a little bit of money. We could make a whole lot more. The market is giving. Let's go out there and take. All right, so the market broke the channel. No, no, man, no, James. I enjoyed this conversation anyway. So, all right, so the market is in a channel. The channel is on the downside here. It's so we had the big channel that broke into a consolidation, then that channel started to produce, and ultimately we are looking for a retest and a break. I mean, they could literally toss people around in this channel and take it to 700 and 600. There's enough space the market has where this can be happening. I mean, where is the stop to all of this? Is 900. You're coming into harmony zone number 2 on a first touch basis. That can lend itself to a pullback. They need to kind of like stop it right here. It's 10:20. Right, I'm gonna take a 5-minute break. I'll be back. All right, guys. So we have the market is speed, range, and behavior. Speed is getting slower. Range is contracting. Behavior is short. We have a price in which we can, if we start breaking anything under the 800, then that level is a high and a lower high and a third lower high with a switch trade should push us to the 800 to retest. And there we need to kind of see what kind of market we have. It's a bit of a congested price action, but look, I mean, we hit 777, which is Globex, right? And Globex is an area of interest as far as the market looking to rebalance, especially on a first touch basis. Like they need to kind of push here. I mean, you don't want to see, we don't want to see a captain set up long at 827. A close above it can shift this personality. So they kind of need to get to 800 and fail another rally back up. And yeah, this is not what you want to see. And again, the statistics going to the, excuse me. Getting up to that 838, you know, just the odds. Here we go. Get back in there. Whenever you go up to those levels, the odds of a reversal is higher than the odds of a continuation. But that is promising. This is very promising. Very promising. Here we go. That's what we need to see. Rallies are shortable on a swing trade basis with a target of 752. Can we get a rally that holds? A rally that fails, excuse me. We're at a whole number here. Here we go. Uh-oh. What? Yeah, see, that's the issue with that move. They needed not to break that 828. The market is in sync on the long side here. Let's see the pullback. Not an easy market today, Adam. Really, it's not. I mean, you're looking at a chop fest on the way down, and they constantly counter it. Like you have three switch trades in a row in a very tight range, but lower. Then they run the stops. So, like, the only defense I have against this is to undertrade it. That's the only thing I could do here. I mean, we had early couple of good trades, made money. So capital preservation is the key. Profit preservation, actually. Prevent, 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 prevent. Here we go. Here you go, Adam. Just before they take you out, they bring it back in. It has to be frustrating, I tell you. Okay, okay. Pullbacks are viable on a swing trade basis, and let's look for an entry. As long as we protect that 30. Huh. Oh wow, look at that. That's a meat grinder. 'Potential captain set up short on the 100 NT Rinco with a target of 800 and lower. And we have the 777 as the Globex, and has an impact on price action once we get close to it. So there's a lot of buyers there are sitting between the 90, the whole number, all down to the 777. So they're going to defend that price. So you're getting a two-sided, well, it's not two-sided yet, but I mean, if we break anything under 814, then it's a lock. The bulls are and the bears are gonna stand and fight here. They're already doing it, but it'll be a two-sided market, and then you have to kind of pick your sides, and the side is more long than against the 800, more long than short, as long as we continue to protect 800. '70 NT Rinko is about to put a captain setup. If we break anything over 47, that would be significant. If we break anything under 20, we will get a flush in this market. If we break under 20, we'll get a flush. And it's going to speed up. Break under 20, you have a stop at 42, then you have another stop at 56, and you're going to start speeding into 10 and whole number against the 40. We should start seeing it here in the next few seconds. They're revving up the engine. The algos are getting frisky. Here you go. Read between the lines. I know, Adam, you're all over this bad boy. Come on. I know you picked up some. I know. I figured out as much. I was like, my man here's all hands on deck, full load. Let's go. Yeah, don't overstay here though. You have a big support area in the 90s to the 777s. So they're gonna counter it. So just make your money and you know, don't get greedy on this. They're gonna counter it. Okay, perfect. Down to 3 contracts. That's perfect. ES is weak. Yeah. I mean, you're dancing around a whole number, so you really have to have momentum, volume, and intention, which has to happen under 90. And what they're doing is just countering uh, against that break of Globex in a slow market. Slow markets favor a step up in price action, So it's just one of those things that you got yourself a bunch of money, lock, and leave yourself like one contract. And if they flush the 90, they're gonna go to 777. On the retest of that break lower, you add on the failure of it lower. So yeah, it's fine. I mean, it may work just fine here. Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to see anything over 25, 825. Like we want to see them reacting here. So they rejected harmony zone number 1. Continue to reject. We will get, if we start breaking 777, you're going to get speed. There's a lot of stops sitting there. So they'll pick them off and go to 60, potentially 55, and stop and turn. So so you have a bit of room for a bigger move as long as we continue to trade under 25. But I definitely would not be in too many contracts because you just don't know here. That's just 50-50 here. 764. Yep. Well, that's where they're gonna, if they get there, they'll flush it. There is a pattern here that's emerging, lower highs. There is a good potential here. Flush. Let's go. Protect that 809 and we'll flush lower. 77. Pick up the stops. Keep going. Here it comes. Next target is 752 on a flush. Bunch of stops sitting at 64. Pick them off, and you get to 52 in no time. The area to watch for is 806. Stay away from that one. Momentum is coming in. It's not very strong here. The momentum is not. Yeah, you almost have to start covering. Yeah, here comes. Yeah, they're gonna jack with it. They're jacking with it, buddy. They know they're coming up to big levels, so they're just gonna jack with it right there. I mean, you could tell at once we got to that glowbacks, they just played around with it. The momentum was off of it. Let them run up a little bit, and I'll jump in. I definitely like the shorts. Hmm. $78, $88. It's not that big of a bounce. 15 points. Close to 15 points. Maybe there you get lucky, Adam. Yeah, look at that. Definitely the short is the way to go anyway, but I mean, we saw that lack of momentum early on. They bounced it back up. They never closed that candle on the 50. 52 coming up. You're loaded up 10? Oh, good man. Good man. Good man. $7.52 1/4. That's the target. And boom. Next target is 727 on a flush. Very nice. Oh, 10 minis. Now my man here is a big player. He don't mess around with no minis. I mean micros. Good job, Adam. It was a little bit tricky. I mean, I recognize that little lack of momentum, but they reasserted themselves into the bigger target. And then now seeing the momentum, here it comes. Why is it keep doing that? Hold on. I still have two. Good, good. Why am I not in this trade? The question is, why am I not in this trade? Because I mean, obviously we could see it. Water is warm. Yeah. Here comes that test. Harmony zone number one, first touch. Yeah, yeah. I mean, right here, the same spot. You just need it. You need 60 half, and you need that to hold. It's gonna come in the form of a break under 50. I mean, right there, you're picking up some money right here. That's the 10 points right there, and then break even, and you make more money on the way down if it just closes under 40. So the system took it. System took it here, 60 half, and that just picks up 15 to 20, and then that closes. You have a shot at 25. You break even, and you go. I mean, Adam is just textbook here. All right, guys, it's 11 o'clock, and I gotta go hit the gym. So, good day, made a little bit of money um, early on, and kind of kicked back and watched the action. But it's recognizable. I mean, it's not. We understood the patterns, we understood the price action, understood the movement, the traps as they set them, for whom and why. And I'm going to call it a day. Go enjoy the rest of my day, and we will see you bright and early tomorrow. Couple of things are going on. I'm still working on getting the Asian market session going. Uh, trying to plan a stream, a brief stream, about an hour or so at the Asian market. So that's something in the works. And we are going to be doing some giveaways along the way. So stay tuned. Good things are coming. And we will see you guys bright and early tomorrow. I know. Save, that's your giveaway. Yep. We're building a community, Adam, so that's one of those things that will help in that endeavor. Of course you can. Part of the deal here. You just have to win it. It's going to be a fair deal that everybody can participate in and win. I just got to figure out how we're going to do it. That's all. I mean, they're reacting well here. Okay, guys. Good things are coming. We'll see you bright and early.